What's up, guys? Welcome back. Glad you're here. On today's episode, we don't have an episode. That's right, we were blessed from the magical gods. We have a special guest here on the channel, and what an honor it is. That's right, the wonderful, terrific legend Ekaterina herself is here to teach you something wonderful. This is an awesome sleight, kind of flourishy, just a great move all in all that I think you guys should learn, and I'm blessed to have her teach it to you. So, without further ado, please join me. Ekat, the floor is yours. Let's go.
Hi guys, my name is Ekaterina, Ekat for short. Thank you so much, Derek, for having me on your channel. It's gonna be a blast, guys. We're going to cover a cardistry tutorial. That's also a move you'll be able to utilize in your magic. That's right. But before we get started, I have to give credit where credit is due. And that credit goes to Michael James for his move Twister, released on the project Solo with Theory 11. We'll call this move Twister Card Twirl. Grab your deck of cards and let's get started. The first move you'll need to know is Twister, and this is what it looks like. Just like this. It's a very, very simple cut, twirling a card in the middle. Now, the card that's getting twirled is the top card. In this case, the Queen of Diamonds. So here, you can see how the Queen of Diamonds is getting twirled and rotated and trapped in the middle. Now, this is me out jogging the card, modifying Twister from this position. And then the next step that I do, and don't worry, I'm just doing an overview, we're gonna go much more in depth in just a second, but I'm going to spin that card out and twirl it. And then I can either go into a magic routine or a card transfer routine or whatnot. I forced this card. So instead of just burying the card with the basic move, which still looks really nice, and it's a really nice fiddling move. If you like to fiddle with cards, that's the perfect move for you, Twister. But I do love the application, and people will never realize that as the top card being twirled in, so you can very easily out jog that card and show that selection. All right, it's time to break it down. What do you need to do? What are the mechanics? Don't mind my baby cat in the background. I just got her. Her name is Foxy. You know, that's the fox, Foxy. You get it? In any case, you will need to lift some cards for this cut. But before you lift some cards, you're going to create a parallel position here with the index of the right hand and the thumb, and they will be rotating. So as I lift a little bit, almost like you're about to do a Z grip, but you don't really go into a Z grip. You lift a little bit, and as you lift a little bit, my thumb is already ready and the index is there, and I'm going to apply pressure, and then my index is going to pull down, and the thumb and the index will rotate that card. Let's look at it again. Watch. So I'm simply rotating that card. It's not difficult to do, guys. You're just pulling on the different directions and you get a rotation. Now you've picked up this packet at this point, so you're not only lifting, but you've completely picked up the packet in this grip. So on my right hand, this is the situation. The ring finger is on the top right of the packet and the thumb is across half here of the short edge. So that's my position. So the only finger really doing anything is the index, and the other fingers are just there. They're not really doing anything. So as I lift this way, okay, I'm able to operate and rotate that top card. And here I remain in mechanics grip, okay, and with just the modification of my thumb being able to extend. And so I'm going to pull, get a full rotation, and have the card already out jogged here, so that I can then lift up. As I lift up, I'm feeding that card onto my thumb, rotating my left hand downwards, and closing like a book. I know, you need another angle. From the front, watch guys. I'm here, I lift, I've already lifted, I'm in this position. I'm only holding things with the ring. I could add the middle finger if you need extra support. You're rotating, okay. I'm not doing it properly, you should do it in one motion. You're using the thumb to get it stuck there, and then that packet will, the packet and the card, the single card will ride on the thumb, will ride just like this, and then you're able to close like a book. One more angle, let's do it. From this angle, look. So I've separated this. It's almost like you were about to like swing cut the packet. So it's kind of like the same beginning, but you're just shoving that ring finger right away in there. So you're going right away in there, in that position. Fingers are parallel. You're gonna start to rotate. The left thumb is trying to pull this direction and the index is pulling in that direction. And this is what you get. It's rotating. Great, you've rotated it. Now it's almost like you were about to do the angel move with one card, but you're simply going to make the card flat and go palm down and rotate palm up. So the left hand is going to go palm down and the right hand here is going to go palm up. So you're rotating in this way and you're able to close. It's a beautiful move, right? Let's get back to that other angle. So from this position, you will now modify the move and include an out jog. So as you get to this point, you will out jog. So instead of having it flush on the short edges, you're going to out jog the card and you close. And that's what's giving this beautiful illusion that you've just like twirled a random card out of the center rather than from the top. I could even stop here and that is your magic effect or the beginning of your magic routine if you're doing like a card transpo. So you've just forced that card. The only thing, you cannot obviously guess what card it is because as you're twirling, you do see the card. So I wouldn't go into an effect where like, oh yeah, the Jack, let me guess what your card is. Don't do that, obviously. What top card do I have here? 7 of diamonds. Twirl, and here I'm gonna pull the card forward and have it out jogged. Got it? Let me show you from the front. You're going to go in that movement here, rotate. When it gets here and you get it flat and it's already riding on your thumb, you're going to rotate and out jog. So this needs to go further up so that you can close as a book and have that card out jogged. With that card being out jogged, you are now in a position where you can use your middle finger here and strip out the card. So you're going to also use the middle finger of your left hand. So it's going to be a rotation between your middle fingers. So you're contacting here. It doesn't matter how deep that card is. It will, as long as you have space here, you'll be able to rotate it out. So depending on where you land, that's fine. I have the fox as a reference. So I usually clear the feet of the fox whenever I do the out jog. And that's how I twirl. There's nothing to it. That's the twirl. If you want, you can stop the move there. I mean, I'm just building up the move into what I prefer, but I see no problem of you just, you know, showing that card and then moving on. Just being able to strip out a card from the middle in this twirl, and there it goes on the floor. Just being able to strip out a card from the middle in a twirl like this is beautiful. But here you're able to get into this position now. So I have a pivot point with my index finger, and my thumb is not too far to connect here. And in order to pivot, you need the opposite corners. So from this position, I'm grabbing again my middle finger, and I'm able to, between my middle finger and index, have a few twirls, and this becomes the only single point of contact. And the card is riding on the fingers here, and I'm able to close. Or just continue displaying, you don't have to close. If you were doing this just purely as a cardistry move, it's better to close. Each cardistry move has a beginning and then a closure, right? So in here, as I've outjogged the card, bringing in my middle fingers, doing that rotation, just practice, okay? And then I land here, where the thumb and the index are holding. I start with the middle, just pulling down, then I pull down with the index, and as I reach that rotation where the card is facing the camera right now, facing outside, I'm able to add an additional twirl by bringing in my thumb and doing this. I know, you need another angle. Let's do it. So from here, I've done the twirl. I outjog the card. I bring my middle finger. First, the middle pulls down, then the index. I get it to this position. I involve the thumb. And I never lose contact until the very end. Isn't that cool? Okay, fine. One more angle, and then I think you get it. So you're going ahead, spin, out jog, trap that card, strip it out, middle down, index down, clip, thumb goes on this side, and you got it. Guys, enjoy the move. I hope you like this tutorial. Me and Foxy wish you a great rest of the day. Practice well, and I'll see you guys soon.
All right, so thank you, Ekaterina, for allowing you, thank you for teaching it. Honestly, guys, you know, this was such a blessing to have Ekat come on the channel and do that, somebody of her stature. And you know what? This is something that needs to kind of be spread throughout the community. You know, so much so we're seeing people get put down by the higher ups, right? The gatekeepers, as you will. And it's just wrong. You know, we should all come together and try to help each other to reach that common goal, which is to be the best. You know, so many times than not, I'm seeing people on Instagram, you know, they're afraid to post, you know, different sleights or moves or look what I'm working on because of a couple of reasons. One, they're afraid to get made fun of because people are like, well, why did you post that? Or, you know, oh, I know how you did that. Nice pass you did there. Nice card that you pulled underneath. Oh, that's a double. You can't do that, guys. Just enjoy the magic. That's what magic is about. It's beautiful. It's about being in the moment. It's about experience. So just enjoy it. Next time you see a video and you feel the urge to put somebody down or call out what they're doing just because you want to sound like you know what you're talking about, refrain. Give him a congrats. Tell him great move, great work, whatever the case. Let's help this community go back to the top. Because I know we can do it. So, like I said, I want to thank Ekat. Somebody like her, like I said, who's been on Fool Us. She's my #1 female magician and one of the best magicians in general. You know, card handler, whatever you want to call her, she is that for me. So this was definitely a blessing to have and an honor to have somebody of her stature come on my channel, somebody who's just now about to hit 1,000 subscribers, and kind of share that with you all. So thank you again, Ekat, for that. So that's it, guys. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something as well. Like I said, there's a lot more where this came from. Got a lot more things in the works. You have to hit that subscribe button to find out now, don't you? So go ahead and drop a like on this video. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you beautiful people on the next one.